I'm a dad to 3 teenage boys, Liam 17, Lucas 16, and Tanner 14. And let me tell you, raising this crew is like herding cats with attitude. They're good kids though, and we've got a lively house. One day I was at Target with Tanner, the youngest. We split up to grab a few things and he comes back holding a beard trimmer, looking a bit sheepish. I chuckled, thinking he's barely got peach fuzz on his face, and said, "Buddy, you don't need that yet." But Tanner, with this serious look, says, "It's not for my face, Dad, it's for downstairs." I nearly choked on my coffee. Apparently, his older brothers, Liam and Lucas, are already manscaping pros, and Tanner wanted in on the action. Problem is, they wouldn't let him borrow their trimmers. Fair enough, that's a hygiene line you don't cross. I thought it was hilarious and kind of wholesome that he wanted to keep up with his brothers. He was ready to spend his own money, but I told him I'd cover it. Why not? It's just a trimmer, and the kid's 14, old enough to make decisions about his own grooming. We grabbed the trimmer, headed home, and that's when the real drama started. My wife, Sarah, was not having it. She hit me with a look that could freeze lava and started listing reasons why this was a bad idea. "He's too young," she said. I pointed out that 14's plenty old enough to start grooming if he wants to. Then she tried, "He doesn't need it yet." Okay, sure, Tanner's not exactly wrestling a jungle down there, more like a sparse hedge. But if he wants to tidy up, what's the harm? Her final argument was about the mess in the bathroom. I shut that down quick. The boys keep their bathroom cleaner than most adults I know. Liam and I are pretty low maintenance in the hair department, but Lucas? That kid hit the hairy jackpot early. At 14, he was practically Sasquatch. If he can handle it, Tanner's fine. Sarah stayed mad, her lips pursed tighter than a pickle jar. I told Tanner he could keep the trimmer, but to be careful. No repeat of Liam's Kojak incident from a couple years back when he went too smooth and itched for weeks. I also reminded him to keep the bathroom hair-free and maybe ask his brothers for tips. I thought it was settled, but Sarah felt I was dismissing her opinion, which wasn't my intention. I just didn't see the big deal. Later, after some Reddit wisdom and a heart-to-heart, I figured out Sarah wasn't really mad about the trimmer. She's just struggling with Tanner growing up. He's our baby, and she's nostalgic for the days when our boys were little. She's an amazing mom, but the idea of our last kid hitting these milestones hit her hard. We talked it out, and she admitted it was more about that than the grooming itself. All's good now. As for Tanner, I found him in Liam's room with his brothers, the usual hangout for our little posse of hooligans. He grinned, stood up, and bam, dropped his shorts to show off his handiwork. The kid had used the trimmer, with Liam's help, and was proud as punch. I gave him a high five, told him it looked good, and marveled at how tight-knit these boys are. They're shirtless half the time, confident to a fault, and have zero shame. Like the time Liam went as Tarzan for Halloween, twice, or when Lucas rocked a Speedo as Michael Phelps for a costume contest, strutting with fake gold medals. They keep me young and exhausted. So, am I the asshole for letting Tanner keep the trimmer and going against my wife's wishes? Thanks for listening, and if you want to hear more interesting stories, just click the link below.